Nope.
You've never been arrested before?
I'm not from out here.
I know, but have you been arrested before?
No.
What's the problem?
Why are you guys messing with us right now?
Hey, I'm just talking to you.
Yeah, because I literally watched you pull up into here, look at me funny.
My hair's pretty
I never seen you. How do we look familiar if we're wearing masks?
His hair.
His hair.
Not a lot of people got hair like that, man.
Glendale, California police officers appear to racially profile two dudes pumping gas.
Bro.
You think I live
here?
What's up?
You think I live here and you've harassed me before?
No, I mean, you
That's
look
the
familiar,
problem.
so I wasn't too sure. That's all.
Is it okay if I pump my gas? Because
What's up?
we haven't done nothing wrong.
Oh, that's cool. Are you guys, any of you guys on probation or parole?
Nope, I ain't on probation or parole, man.
No?
Yeah, man, you guys are messing with us.
Yeah, they definitely are. Follow the rhetoric and line of questions they ask.
I'm not messing with you.
Yeah, you are. You just said I look familiar and I'm wearing a mask. How do I look familiar behind a mask?
That's all.
His hair? How does his hair look familiar? Like, that's... Like, we're not from nowhere, man. Like, we don't know you guys. Come on, knock that off. You're harassing us. Bro, we're the only people of color over here, and you like, come on now. Knock that out, man.
Oh, guys. You guys no probation or parole?
No.
Where you guys headed to?
We're heading to get some food that you guys are slowing us down from.
Oh, yeah?
But we don't feel safe with you guys around here, man.
I haven't threatened you, though. Where you guys getting food at?
I mean, come on, this is flat out indefensible.
Y'all,
Where you guys getting food at?
The Guardian found 28% of all persons stopped by Los Angeles police officers during the last 6 months of 2018 were black, while black people account for just 9% of the city's population, the data showed. In San Francisco, the black population has shrunk over several decades to just 5% of the city's total population, but 26% of all stops carried out by the San Francisco Police Department from July through December of 2018 were of black people, marking the widest racial disparity in police stops of the 8 reporting agencies. According to the new data, black people are much more likely to have firearms pointed at them by police officers. They also are more likely to be detained, handcuff, and search. At the same time, when the police search black, Latino, and Native American people, they are less likely to find drugs, weapons, or other contraband compared to when they search white people. The stark findings are based on an analysis of records of 1.8 million people stopped by the 8 largest police agencies in California in 2018. The data was collected by each police agency and provided to the California Department of Justice under a 2015 state law that mandates efforts to eliminate racial profiling by law enforcement. The American Bar Association noted, historically, racial targeting by police did not start in the late 20th century. It has constituted a fact of life for African Americans as long as there have been organized police forces in the U.S. Indeed, even before that, with the slave patrols of the American antebellum South. Unfortunately, it just continues to take place today. There's no better example of this than a study by the Washington Post. NBC News also printed its findings, writing in part, researchers found a 5 to 10% drop in the share of stop drivers after sunset who are black, suggesting black drivers are being racially profiled during the day. In 2015, Berkeley law professor Franklin Zim Ring analyzed 1,100 killings by police and found that the death rates for African Americans and Native Americans were disproportionately higher than their populations. Both groups have a history of state-sponsored injustice in the U.S. Both groups also deal with some of the highest rates of mental health issues in the country. Between black people and non-Hispanic whites, black people are more likely to report serious psychological distress. Native Americans also report high levels of PTSD. With that being said, when an officer does what the Glendale PD did, it can be quite triggering. Of course, law enforcement groups oppose the Racial and Identifying Profiling Act of 2015, which mandated the collection of the stop data and established the RIPA board. The California State Sheriff's Association argued that collecting the data is burdensome for officers and detracts from their ability to fight crime. Between 97 and 06, 5 similar bills that would have mandated stop data collection or prescribed racial bias training for police officers were vetoed or killed in the legislature following police union lobbying because, of course,